Hi, everyone. I, like many of you, I imagine, spent a disproportionate amount of time this year talking about AI. And while it led to some really intriguing stories and thought-provoking conversations, I'm a bit AI'd out. So to close out the year, I wanted to take a moment to share with you some thoughts on something that I think we forgot this year, or at least forgot to talk about. Namely, that even with all these great new AI tools, most of the shopping we all do still happens in stores to the tune of 80%. Even for me this year, some of the most fun I had happened in stores, both as a reporter and a regular old consumer. I will never forget the pleasure of my first visit to the confection of the store that is Printemps. The experience was so magical that I really wasn't even bothered by the fact that I can't really afford basically anything in that store. I'm also counting the days until Primark opens its Herald Square flagship after getting a glimpse of what's in store over there from the company's US president, Kevin Tulip, right here on the podcast. And I loved learning about the redesign of one of my absolute most favorite stores, the MoMA Design store in Soho. There's a reason that these stories and conversations are the ones that stand out. Humans are social creatures, and the importance of that innate aspect of our biology simply cannot be discounted. We may have become trained to appreciate the effectiveness of algorithms, but we are hardwired to seek out physical connection, originality, and stimulation, and nothing delivers that like a good store. However, I do say all of this having done the bulk of my Christmas shopping online this year, and even having used an AI engine to help zero in on the right version of several of the products I was looking for. I found what I needed in record time and received it even faster. It was extraordinarily efficient and convenient, but there was no real joy in that experience. E-commerce definitely needs an upgrade, and some of these new AI tools are starting to deliver that in a way that was unimaginable just a year ago. But the upgrade AI is giving e-commerce still doesn't fix the fundamental shortcoming of online shopping. It's just not as fun as shopping in stores. 3D will always beat 2D. Touch will always beat virtual simulation, and face-to-face conversations will always be an online chat. Not to mention just that pure joy of walking into a store on a whim, no mission, no list, and simply discovering things you wouldn't even have a search term for, things you never knew existed. There is no place in the whole of the internet that can offer that, like, for example, the MoMA store does, not even TikTok. I'm sure that AI will continue to revolutionize and reshape our world in 2026, and I look forward to covering it and discussing it with all of you. But as we do, let's not forget that 2026 also holds infinite opportunity to enjoy the pleasure of the very special kinds of spaces that you all in retail create in the real world. In this era of remote work and social media and streaming TV and algorithmically designed connection, maybe what we all need a little more of is in-person shopping, where nothing narrows or limits our experiences except our own senses and inclinations and choices. Thank you for listening to what I like to think of as a little seasonal audiogram, but to be fair, could also be considered a bit of a rant. Wishing you all a very happy new year of joy and discovery, both online and off, and looking forward to being along with you for the ride in 2026.